Hey everyone, it's Minnie Alexander here on a Tuesday night. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I'm going to sit here and let a little few more people come into the room. While we're sitting here, I am an author. My book, A White Man's Whore, is on Amazon, and the book is about interracial dating. It's about white men dating black women dating white men. Has a lot of interesting stories in there about my personal stories and also stories about other black women and statistics and all kind of stuff. It's a very interesting book. You can find it on Amazon. You go to the search bar on Amazon and put A White Man's Whore, put in my name, Minnie Alexander, and it should pop right up. Please buy it. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, so, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like this, and subscribe, and hit the notification button. So when I do go live or I post something, you will see it. So the topic today is single ladies. Single ladies. Stop settling for the triple D's. You're probably like, triple D's? What is she talking about? Triple D's. So there is like, I'm not going to say a fad. It's just women don't make men work for anything anymore. You know, I know in the black community, there's kind of like a man shortage where it feels like women are just like allowing anything to happen because they want a man, you know? And so things that maybe, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years ago that women would not allow, today is cool. It's the norm. So when I say triple D's, I mean, only thing that men are offering women these days is dinner, drinks, and I'm not going to say the word. It's the D blank CK word. I'm just going to say sex. Okay. The triple D's. That's what men are offering and women are accepting. And then women are sitting here and getting upset when it's hard for them to find a relationship or be in a relationship. It's like, you're accepting this. You're accepting the triple D's. You're not accepting anything else. You're not accepting a man wanting to commit to you and only you. You're not talking about marriage. You're not talking about settling down. You're not talking about any of that. You're accepting the triple D's, which is dinner, drinks, and the D word, which I'm just going to say sex. So it makes it harder for women who do want to have this committed relationship because the men are getting in this pattern of, that's the only thing I need to do. And the thing about dinner is, when someone has taken me out to dinner, I am grateful, especially him paying for it. I'm grateful. You know, men work hard for their money, just like us women work hard for their money. And, you know, when they take us out, if they would be by themselves, they'd be paying for one meal, but they're taking us out, so they're paying for two. And I'm grateful. I'll tell a man, thank you for dinner. You know, thank you for taking me out. But on the other hand, he's eating also. So he's doing something for me, but it's not only for me. He's getting enjoyment out of that. If it was a nice ambiance in the restaurant or wherever we're at in town. But a dinner, for me, again, you have to have different standards as a woman. Dinner for me is not enough to jump to sex. Drinks are not enough to jump to sex and build this relationship off the 3Ds. You know, I believe that a lot of us women out here are single because of the standards that we're accepting and we're allowing. We're allowing this. We're allowing to not have these conversations about, okay, well, now what do you want to do with this? At this point, hey, Sunkiss. Hey, Sunkiss, I'm going to drop the link in the, I just came from your channel. I don't know if you're still out and about or if you got back to your place. But yeah, the standard. Nobody got hurt. That was just my light. Hold on real quick, you guys. Okay, that scared the living hell out of me. I'm like, it's a wall coming down on me. But like I was saying, the topic is single ladies stop settling for the triple D's. Drinks, dinner, and the D. Stop settling for that if you want more. Now I know there's some women out here that that's all they want. All they want is the dinner, the drinks, and the D. And if that's what you want, great. But just remember this: women who don't want that, you're conditioning men that that's the highest level they need to go for a woman. Um, hey, Queen Sunkissed.
Hey, Minnie, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good. Ooh, tired.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I came up in a minute. I'll still eat.
Yeah, yeah. No problem. No problem. Let me turn this down a little bit. All right. So, um, yeah, it's just I was thinking about this. I think this thought came in my head a few days ago when I was thinking, and anybody new that watches this, I do tell my business, and I am single, and I just think that nobody. It's hard out here for to meet somebody who really wants something serious. It literally is just like men do the minimum, and then they just automatically expect for you to have sex with them. You
Yep.
know, it's crazy. It's like I was on somebody's YouTube panel, and the men were talking about if they spend 50 to $100 on a meal, the total the woman needs to
Hold
be
on, Minnie.
okay. Go ahead. That the woman needs to be having sex with them, and it's just like that's a society we're in. We're a society where people are slower, and not even if you don't want to go to that full commitment of marriage, but just commitment in general. It's like people just want to hop to different people and not give the person in front of them the chance. And that's something that I had to really learn in out here in this dating world where um, giving people a chance to just be themselves and not just dropping the axe because of one little thing they do. Hey, Paige. Paige is in the building.
Hey girl, how you doing now? What is the triple D? I thought it was BBC, but it's the triple D. What's up, Minnie?
Hey.
Just
I'm over
stopped
here.
through, to show some support. I just got out of work. I'm hella sleepy, but I'ma listen to you. Let's go.
Yeah, so the triple D is not talking about these things right here. It's talking about single women are settling for dinner, drinks, and the DICK.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Lone Ranger, the Shaft, the Monster, Mr. Man, whatever they name him. I don't know. They be naming him.
One-eyed monster. Yeah. Some are longer, some are shorter, some are thinner, some are thicker. They all do
Yeah,
the same dang thing.
yeah, yeah. But white women think all black men are hung for
Yeah.
real.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You know what? So it's known that I have dated outside of my race and dated different variety of men.
I'm
Being,
glad you did, so you could tell the world about your experience.
I honestly feel that white men and black men are kind of neck to neck when it comes to that particular part of.
No, I don't want to believe. No, I ain't gonna believe that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I think on the bottom of the totem pole is sorry Asian men. Men are
You
Asian.
know it's Asian men. They hide theirs. They mask theirs out doing porn. You'll never see a straight Chinese porno. You don't ever.
Yeah.
Well, you know the Indians right behind them, so you know how that go.
Well, I ran across some Indians that, yeah, well,
Were they American Indian or third world country Indian?
American. Does that make a
Yeah,
difference?
I don't know. It get mixed up a little bit when they become American. A little black get in them, you know.
The DNA changes a little bit.
Yeah, the DNA changes for sure when they get over here.
My goodness.
Yeah, yeah, but why do you think women are selling them for the triple D's though?
I think because we just really aren't, we're not being firm in what we want. And honestly, I wish I could have a whole movement of women, of single women, and say, close our legs. Until, like, what do you want from these men? Is it a commitment? Is it marriage? Is it what do you want? Close your legs. But see, only thing about saying that is if we have two women closing their legs, so they like, okay, this is what I want. We're gonna have two more women opening their legs on the sidelines, and it's gonna mess everything up. I think women are they're too quick to just open their legs, and then they're wondering why nobody wants them at the end of the day. I'm telling you, holding out, it does something to a man. It does something.
Yeah, he see it as like, oh yeah, she gonna be mad, or he'll see it as a challenge, or
Mm-hmm,
he'll see it as she different because he's so used to getting it so easily. Then
mm-hmm,
when he come around something that's a little, you know what I'm saying, what they say hard to get, she playing hard to get. No, she ain't playing. She being serious. What is you talking about?
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just women have different standards these days.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
know, and it's like, again, we want to complain about how it's hard for us to meet good quality men, but it's like we need to put the standards up. I bet you if we put the standards up higher, they're gonna come up. Their standards gonna come up.
You think so?
But it has to be a
I
whole,
kind of I
the
kind of
whole.
believe it too, cause they'll do, you know what I'm saying, they'll do damn near anything for a good woman, to keep her, to get her, you know what I'm saying, go all out they way to get the attention of her. Hey Miss Lady, hey Miss Lady, chase her down. Let me
Mhm.
get them bags. Let me put this up. You know,
But now, does that energy continues after they get what they want, which is mostly sex?
um, let me see. Sometimes it does, but most times it doesn't because it's not exciting. It's not butterflies as much. And then it's all about how you present yourself that first time. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you present yourself as a promiscuous sexual being, then he's gonna look at you as a freak. He's gonna always want to, once you gone out, give me some of that. I don't know, because sometimes you can get him like that, and you can have his nose wide open. I don't know. It's different effects for different men. You feel?
Mm-hmm.
Some
Mm-hmm.
men just like it. You know what I mean? Some men just, want to hit it. That's it. I don't care if you is a good woman. I just need some. You never know what's going on in the mind of another person. You feel?
I mean, I can't wait till I get off these single streets and have a committed relationship. I'm tired. I really am.
So you saying like being single and looking is a job itself.
Mhm. I mean, and it's like I don't have to look very hard. They come to me. So, but it's just that, like, it's tiring when you think you found somebody that you're like, okay,
Uh huh.
this is some good quality, and then it's a dud.
Okay.
Like, and
Uh,
there's some men straight out the gate
you,
that I'm
you
like,
don't feel
okay,
like, I bet you feel like you wasted your time and energy and space, sometimes money. The gas to get there, the time that, yeah, I can see how it can become so exhausting.
yeah,
It leave you upset too.
that's why I'm like, you know what? Nobody's getting no booty, honestly. Nobody's getting, no, they're not gonna run through me. And it's crazy because it's like men are like some of the men that I ran across being single, it's like they are savages. They don't give a shit. They'll say whatever they want, they need to say to try to get in between somebody's legs. And then when they
Hmm.
get it, and then they don't want, they really, they start acting all shady. And it's like, you are the men who turn women bitter. You know,
Mm,
then they want to settle down. Why are all these women bitter? Because you turn all these kind of men like you have turned them all bitter. You know, especially like
yeah.
one of the last ones that I went out with. It's like it was crazy. He was like a light switch where it's
What you mean?
like
What you mean?
the first few weeks. And again, I wasn't feeding into it saying, yes, let's do this. He's talking about marriage. He was talking about all this stuff, right? Like he's acting like he's the kind of guy that he don't want a girlfriend. He wants something serious. So that's the kind of talk I'm talking about. Like, okay.
Oh, he playing the role. Okay, go
And then
ahead.
like a light switch, literally like a light switch, he just started acting funny. You know, where
What you
it's like
mean?
you
The
talking.
signs. Tell us the signs of when you know your man is acting funny. Well, yeah, when your man is acting funny.
Yeah,
Tell
so
us the telltale sign.
we would used to talk every single night. That was like our
Okay.
thing, talking every single night. And all of a sudden, when I kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pull myself away. It was 3 consecutive nights where I didn't hear from him, and he had all kind of excuses, girl. Again, it could be another woman. It could be he has some mental issues. It could be I said something and he wasn't really digging it. But then again, it's like if I did say something that turned him off, and this is what trips me out about men. They want to be the king of the castle, they want to be the head of the household. But if you can't simply communicate that I'm not digging you no more, you got to play funny games. You can't be the leader of anything.
Ooh, tell him again.
So, and that's how a lot of them are. A lot of them, they know they seen you do something or said something. Instead of talking about it, they'll just let you. If you want to hang around, give them some more booty. If you want to hang around and get the phone call every other day or a text message every 3 days, if you as a woman leave yourself open, they'll let you hang around for 2, 3 years, knowing they don't want
Mm,
you. Versus just saying, listen, go ahead, go find somebody who's really going to treat you good. Because I'm not in that position anymore to want to do that. You know.
ooh, ooh.
So anybody listening that wants to date me, I'm sorry, you're not gonna get the booty.
Oh,
No, you have to work, huh? They have to work. I'm not.
they're
I'm not.
gonna have to work for that little ass over there, y'all.
Mhm. Yep.
Tell them, Minnie.
And the thing about it is, I mean, even though that's not how I work, I know they probably screwing somebody. You know,
You
it's
think
hard
so?
out here to it's hard out here to find a man who's not screwing anybody, who's really just sitting here like I'm sitting here. It's hard.
You think so?
It is.
What
Yep.
happened to Queen?
I know she was out getting some food for her family, and
Mm-hmm.
I think she said she was eating or something. So yeah, she might come back through.
Okay. Okay. Oh, ladies, stop falling for the triple D's, ladies. Stop that.
Yep. Stop at the last one. So accept the first one, the dinner. The drinks is cool, and make sure you can hold your liquor, because men will use that too. And just don't
Mm.
don't don't accept the last one. Don't do that.
She said they'll accept it. They gonna get you drunk. Think they gonna get in them draws? Nah, dog. Minnie got a surprise for you.
The thing about me and my liquor is if I have it in here, you're not getting anything. I don't give a dang how many shots I'm taking. You not getting it. Period. Period. But some women are out here. I guess the liquor make them loose.
I don't know.
Mm.
They think liquor make her horny. Liquor make her want to go to sleep, holler, sit down, cry, talk. I don't know. I think wine probably. I don't know. I don't know. Cause liquor ain't never made me wanna. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when me and my husband we drink on holidays, Christmas, and birthdays, right?
Mm-hmm.
We be too out of it. Plus, we old. We grandparents, so we be too out of it to even get it up. I can't even get on them. I'm not gonna do this. No, 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 no. We attempted, but we didn't try. You feel?
Like I'll see you in the morning when this beer.
Yeah, that. Well, we supposed to been doing something last night. I think so. Minnie, That's how we wake up. I can't do it. I can't function right.
Uh-huh.
I can't. My head is spinning. I'm trying to put it in. It ain't working. No, it ain't working. It ain't working. I keep missing the hole. It's my hole, but I'm missing it. Yeah, I'm drunk. I don't need to be doing this.
Oh
For
my.
real, Minnie. What do you think I'm playing? I ain't playing, Minnie. I am not playing. I'm dead serious. I can't do it. Some people can. I can't. I can't do it. I'm
Now,
gonna tear her up. I'm gonna tear her up. You sure will.
now
You
it's
sure
different
will.
when I feel like with me, if I'm dating somebody and
Yeah.
we've already done that, we already
Yeah, the well established. Y'all already
yeah,
kind of
we
established.
already familiar with each other. And I do
Okay.
drink, it can spice things up a little bit. But if we have not went there, alcohol does not work on me. It's the
Mm.
opposite. Like you might get donkey kicked in the chest if you try to get on top of me. No.
Wow.
Yes.
Wowzers. What
Yes.
Inspector Gadget used to say, wowzers. Wowzers. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work at
Mm-mm,
all. What
mm-mm.
needs to work though? What women what women and men need to do to make it work? Or how if I'm dating because my heart go out to single people because it's really hard out there for y'all. I mean, your chances of picking a vital mate are slim to none now. You feel?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to a woman trying to find her mate. You got to go through all this stuff. I mean, oh, she well established. She one of them independent women. She got her house and her car. Nah, she don't need me. She ain't got no daddy issues. Or it be, well, I'm gonna get with her. I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna be using a car, pick up gals, and I don't want her. Y'all go through so much. My heart goes out to y'all. Really, it does. But what is it that women need to do in order to see the telltale signs and on the first initial date that he's not worth shit?
The
What is it?
the
What do they need to see?
I mean, I can only talk about my techniques that I have developed over the years. I mean, the first date, I mean, there's some men that will say some foul things or some flags will come up on the first date, but usually they can hold it together the first few dates. The
I
first
mean,
few
one.
dates,
Uh huh.
my thing is don't have sex with them. That's my only thing to, I mean, I've said on previous shows, I've dated men for 3 to 6 months and
That's hard for some women. That is hard for some
they've
women
never
not to
seen
have
even a
sex
nipple.
with it.
Well, it's again, it's here. It's what you're looking for. It's what
Uh huh.
you're looking for. And when I have done that with men, it's because I really want to see them. I want
Okay.
to see them.
Uh huh.
And usually within a few weeks or a few months, I start really seeing who they are. And then I got to see if a man's respectful too, because if a man's pushing up on me every time I see him and I've told him, listen, I'm not trying to go there, then you're not respecting me. You're not a very respectful man. You don't listen to what I say. You don't care about my feelings,
Mm.
But I've had a lot of men who do respect it, where they're like, okay, she told me we're not doing that. We're just going to go out. We might hold hands, and I've had men who don't get to that finish line and we don't ever get physical
Ooh.
because I gave them time. I listened to them. I asked them questions, and they weren't really for me.
Mm.
And usually those breaks are easier because there's no physical, you know,
Oh, so it don't leave any wounds.
basically.
Oh, okay, okay. I see your motto. You gonna be okay out here, Minnie. You gonna be
Yeah,
okay. You
yeah.
sound like you doggone. You sound like you almost want to give up. Take a break on it.
You know what? I do a lot of meditating and burn my
Hmm.
sage, and I really, I sit here. I'm comfortable where I'm at, but I also would like to have, I do would like to have a partner in that male energy. But I know that's something I don't want to force or I don't want to accept anything. Because literally, I could call somebody right now, and within a week, I could be engaged, but I'll be settling. I don't want to settle. I want it to be real where they love me, I love them. If they get sick, I'm there. If I get sick, they there. I just don't want to accept anything just to say, I'm married or I have a boyfriend. I've already done that and I was miserable, you know?
You was?
Hmm?
You was miserable?
Oh, yeah. I've been in relationships where I just accepted it and I was miserable.
Wow. How
Hmm.
was that? How did you
Fucked
get
up.
yourself out of there?
Well, a baby later.
I'm sick of you. I am not gonna do this with you tonight. I told you. I just got off work. I'm not gonna do this with you, Minnie.
Yeah. I just, you know who really, oh, here comes Queen Sun Kiss. Let me add her here. Hey,
Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
we
Hey,
doing
Queen, how you doing? I'd hate you in at your live so late. I'm trying to keep you up all night. All
uh,
night.
Give me about a month, and y'all can keep me up all night. Right now, I'm trying to pack and all that stuff, so I'll be having to go to bed because I got work to do.
Yeah, I saw you in the car. You saved me some ice cream.
uh,
Some cake. I had some cake.
I thought you had ice cream last night.
Oh yeah, last night. Yeah, nah, I ate all of it. It's gone.
You dirty. You dirty as hell. You know that. You know that. I had a hard day, a hot day. You ain't say me no ice cream. I ain't coming back over your house. I'm kicking over Minnie house. I'm going to Minnie house and talk about you.
Oh Lord. Next time I have a gallon in there for you. How about that?
My dog. My dog.
What y'all
Hey,
talking about?
right. Oh, what we talking about? The triple D's.
we talking
We
about the
talk,
triple D's, the
you know the
dinner.
triple D's.
Can we say the D word on YouTube?
Girl, we can
Yeah,
say
you can
whatever
say
we
whatever
want, as
you
long as you
want.
ain't monetized.
No, I'm not monetized.
Oh, you could go ahead and give it to him raw. No condom. Let's go.
Dinner, drinks, and I can't say it. I can say it if I was off camera.
Oh, oh no! I'm trying to buy. I'm really working with selective words. You know, I'm
Mhm.
working with it. I really am. But yeah, you can say it.
Yeah. We
So
just
we're trying to avoid the triple D's.
you both have husbands, so
Yeah.
I was breaking the title down for her. She was like, "What's going on?" So we breaking down the triple D's.
yeah,
And
triple D's.
I was asking her, is it still hard in the dating world in the single life? Is it still
Hell yeah.
hard and exhausting for y'all? Because you go out with a guy and you find out he ain't what the hell he is. You know what I mean? You see the telltale signs and you know what I'm saying, flags, and you kind of upset about it because you kind of like got your hopes up just a little bit for it. You know you still got your wall up from the past. You know what I'm saying? So you know what to look for and you know what not to do and what to do. So it got to be hard for single women and single men trying to find their vital mate. You feel? Because your chances are almost slim to none. Either gay, baby mama, ex-con,
Player.
mental issues,
Yep.
mommy issues. You know, you got all this. You feel? But what if you could take a piece of man and try to mold him up, a whole man? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What you think, Queen?
I think that it's a lack of accountability on both sides. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think if you honestly place value on yourself, then you wouldn't sit up here and continue to entertain something that ain't no good for you. And
Oh,
a lot of women entertain men that are no good for them for the sake of saying I have a man or being in a relationship. If he ain't no good, let him go. You been by yourself all this time. It ain't gonna kill you to continue by yourself until the right man come along. But
that's not a
women,
man. That's a man. That's a
right?
man.
Women act out of desperation rather than self love. You know,
Mm,
if you love
mm-hmm.
yourself, you're not gonna tolerate no bullshit. I'm not
You ain't.
your
You ain't.
Netflix and chill booty call. I'm not that. So why would I
See,
participate in it? You know, a lot of women think if I participated in it, then he'll be with me.
Nope.
No, the hell he ain't.
Nope.
Soon as you give it up, he gonna either continue to use you as something for sex. Thank you, I appreciate it. Or he's going to get what he wants and go on about his business.
Mm.
Women so afraid of putting standards on men because they think if they put a standard on them, that they ain't gonna keep it. If he didn't want to be kept, then let his ass go.
Yeah.
Men
Yeah.
have
And
standards for
then
women.
and then
Hmm.
it became so norm that they are acceptable to anything now. They are acceptable. Let me use your car to go see my baby mama. Are you fucking out your mind? Are you out of your mind? Man, that's my child. I'm not look, nah. I was supposed to be dating you, first of all. I mean, they just it's like men are accepting anything from women, women are accepting anything from men. You know? He accept him, he pull up, pick her up. She got a whole dude in the house. He pull up, bring her something to eat. She got a whole dude in the house. You feel? You know what I'm saying? She at home. All he want is the car, kick it in the house, drink up the Capri Suns, get a check, buy some weed. You know how it is. You accepting anything, and you steady sitting here sad and confused and wondering why you ain't found them.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then it goes back to all these women having lower standards. It makes it harder for women like myself, where I work on myself. I try to, and I'm gonna do a video about this probably this week or so. I feel like you got to prepare yourself, especially these days. You got to prepare yourself to get married. You got to prepare yourself to make sure that you are what you want to bring into your life. But people don't do that, and so I'm sitting up here preparing myself. But then it's like there's a whole bunch of other women who their standards are so lower. So it's for me, it's hard for I find that it's hard for a man to even have any kind of standards with me, because you can go on to the next few chicks and they just there, give you whatever you want without any type of anything. So it's very difficult out here. And then also the lies too. I try to I
Uh
try
huh.
to come out here, and I'll talk about my past trauma. I'll talk about what, the things that I feel I need to improve. And it's not about, and I say it because I'm like this. I'd rather be an open book. This is who I am. You just not seeing the exterior. I'm letting you in to see what else is going on with me. Can you handle it? you know,
Uh.
and and they're coming with lies. I'm coming with real, and they coming with lies. So how's that gonna
Yeah,
work?
you gonna have some shit in the game when you're shopping in the toilet.
And the dating pool is full of toilets.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you,
It
Courtney.
is.
Look, Courtney. I'm sick of you.
It ain't
I'm
nothing but
sick
the.
of you.
And you know what I'm saying? We got to look at ourselves as women because
Mm-hmm.
men wouldn't treat us this way if we didn't allow them to do so.
That is true.
We
We
were
not
just talking about it.
we not in a time where you know we have to deal with anything in order to survive. We're able to take care of ourselves. So how do we end up in situations where men can use us as sex toys, basically?
I'm
And
saying, like Queen, they taking that as offense now. Most of them are taking offense to a woman that's holding her own. They saying like, she masculine. She did. They really like, pro self righteous black. Woo woo woo. They'll take offense to it now. That if you single, you got your own going. You this old pro black woman or whatever you gonna be. They'll take offense to it. But what I see it is, I see them looking at it as their own weakness. You know you gotta come with something when you talking to Minnie. You know you gotta come with something. You know you can't be out here not doing nothing if you messing with her. That's what I see it as. But some of them just be like, I can't mess with no woman like that. Nah. If she ain't got nothing going. All this stuff here. And women like that too, because a woman
Mhm.
naturally is not gonna get no man that ain't got nothing going for itself. No stable income, nowhere to live, no means of transportation. You know, they're not gonna do that, and they done took all this time, all these years, and went through all that pain, and went through all them experiences of dating, just to stop and say, "Well, I just might as well get a man,"
Well, the
because that's what they are.
first
Some of
thing
them.
we saying is to not let no man play with her time. Okay, so
Yeah.
thing I noticed when I talk to women about how they date, a lot of women date one man at a. That is not how you date.
See, now that's a topic that's a tricky topic. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Dating is for you to get to multiple men. You don't get exclusivity until you start courting somebody. When you court somebody, that means y'all serious about each other with the intention of marriage being the goal. So when you dating, if we talking, you can talk to whoever the hell you want to. I can talk to whoever I want to. It's not none of your business what I do. I remember when I was dating, I talked to 10 niggas at one time. That was my limit. I could juggle 10 of them motherfuckers. 10 of
Damn. Damn.
me look at all of them at the same. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. Then you start to be able to also see that while you may think this particular thing is a deal breaker, but for that specific guy, it's not a deal breaker. You
Yeah,
know,
that's your chance of elimination. That's when
yeah,
you do your elimination when you're juggling 10. You can do your act of elimination then.
yeah,
But let me tell you how it is right now. So now, yes, if you're not in a committed relationship with somebody and you out here and you want to date multiple people, that's, you're not committed to anybody. But now there's double standards. Because now with myself, if I'm sitting up here and I'm like, okay, I'm really here, I'm really preparing myself for something special and good, and I tell a man, hey, or if they ask me, or if they can see the patterns that, hey, there's some nights where I can't get a hold of you, it appears she's seeing other people, I'm stamped as a hoe, period. Even if I'm not sleeping with none of them. Men out here have double standards.
Oh,
They do.
oh. Hey,
fuck,
what you got to say about that, son, Kiss?
fuck him, send him on his way,
Uh-huh.
They're almost all like that though. If
and
you
get
know,
there to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Because we allow, and we gonna have to make some sacrifices in order for it to be corrected. Because what is going to happen is if you're doing what you're supposed to do, the right man gonna come along. You know, may not come when you want him, when you expect it, or none of that, but he'll come along. If a man tell you that you a hoe because you're dating multiple people, you don't want to be with him. No way. He ain't got no good goddamn sense. If he'll disrespect you like that and y'all just dating, what you think
Mm.
he'll do to you when y'all get in a deep relationship?
but the thing about it is they don't just come out and say it. It's how they act. So it's kind of like they could be really trying, like, this attitude of being serious with you. Like, okay, she might be my next woman, my next lady, my next real something. But if they start seeing a pattern of you seeing somebody else, most men are horrible at communication. So they're not going to tell you, hey, I've noticed these patterns with you. They'll just keep, and if you do go to have sex with them, they'll just keep you in that area, and all that stuff they were talking about being in a serious relationship, that stuff just kind
Uh-huh.
of fades away. Or they might even still lie to you and say, oh yeah, we gonna still do that, or we gonna do that. But then in their minds, they seen that pattern that you're seeing other people, they'll be like, oh, I'm not even serious. So we could lie. I mean, they lie to us. Hell.
You
Yeah,
ain't
baby.
got
Yeah, baby, I'm only seeing you.
you ain't got to lie. You dismiss him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Mm.
this came, another one will come.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If he really serious about you and he really wants you, he'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't, fuck him. He works for you anyway.
Well,
You
shit, if he come back here, she might not even want his ass.
That part.
because
Yep.
that pain's still there, that luggage still there. I mean, like we had a problem, you done ran off. We can't even fix a problem, so therefore that right there is a red flag that you're not a problem solver. You would rather stay here and work it out. You would rather leave. That would let me know off top that you will leave me in the time of need.
Yep.
It just, signs that women really see because they see the depth of it. They see the future of it. Okay. When a man is thinking of the present, the woman is thinking of the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we might have sex, but tomorrow or next week will we be together? Are you mine? Are you who you say you are? Are you lying to me? What this is what we think. That's just us. Women think too much. We supposed to.
Yeah, we not we not 20 years old no more. We not in high school no more.
Mm-hmm.
Playing 20-year-old high school games with these men. If he's not a grown ass man, you don't have to deal with him. And it might hurt because you like the companionship and all of this, but at the end of the day, is it gonna work out? Probably not. Don't waste your time.
Mm-hmm.
Process of elimination.
Mm-hmm. The real sis one. Hi.
Hi,
Hey, real sis one, how you doing?
I'm good. It's the real ISIS one, but
Oh,
I
I'm sorry. I'm
I
not
go
looking at
by
my
the real
phone right
sis
now.
too.
I'm going off Minnie. I thought she could read. I'm not copying it off her paper no more in class.
don't
She
do
can't
it.
take notes for none in the world.
Don't do it.
That's okay. I'm a black woman. I go by sister too. So
All right.
I
So
want
how do you feel about the triple D's?
I mean, I think this is a really good conversation. What I wanted to add is that yes, men will um, point out that they don't want women that are promiscuous and things like that. And for me, and what I wanted to add to the conversation is I think that it goes a little bit deeper in the sense that they don't want to compete with other men. It's
There
not
you
just
go.
it's not just about your track record. Men do not want women to play the numbers games that they play. They play the number game.
They do.
I
They
mean, the
will,
number game got ran in high school.
yeah, they will copy. Oh no, they're still doing it. They will copy and paste a text message to 100 different girls until they get what they're looking for. Whereas women will date whoever comes along and try to make it work instead of saying, I know exactly what I want and I'm going to throw this out to as many people as I can, but they're going to have to get on board with what I am wanting and looking for. They don't want us to play that game because when we play that game, they lose.
Period. And they always
Ooh,
every man can't win. Every man don't get away. You
Yeah.
know,
ooh.
That is true.
If you think that talking to a lot of different guys makes you promiscuous, what you're telling women is you need to get with the first guy that comes along.
Oh no, don't do that.
No, that's called a main. We broke that. They call a main. Say main. See,
Well, if you're not allowed to date,
you
if
ain't
you're
gonna
not
say main.
yeah, I mean, if you're not allowed to date, if you're not allowed to see what's out there, if you're not allowed to, um, pick and choose, then what they're telling you is the first guy that, is interested, you've been chosen, right?
No,
So,
no, they can't work that way because let's say we're just going back to a prime example of juggling 10 of them, and we're going to do the process of elimination. Like you said, men do not like to compete. But if y'all out on dinner and stuff, and that phone ring, and that's a potential husband, they would take offense of you answering that phone with another man on the line. Because when you come back to the table, the first question is going to be, who was that? See, that goes back to what you were saying. I don't like competition, but yet you would compete to try to get me to to get you. You would compete to try to get my attention, but you wouldn't compete to try to win my heart.
They would compete to try
You're
to get
not the
you
only one that
sexually.
likes me. You're not the only one that sees my beauty. You're not the only one.
Hmm.
You feel? Can y'all
Allegedly.
feel what I'm saying? Because I'm
Yeah.
smoking marijuana right now. And I want to know, do I sound intelligent? And am I making sense, Queen?
Yes, you making sense.
I
Thank you. Thank
received
you.
that loud and clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
So okay,
Thank you.
so I have a question. So if somebody doesn't use my technique, which is to keep your legs closed until whenever, I mean, again, I don't have a time limit on when I do give it up. It's just kind of like, okay, it's time, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a woman and she is seeing four different men and
Okay.
she's having sex with two or three of them, is that
Okay.
okay?
Is she
No,
not or is?
She is.
nope.
That's
Is
It's
not
that
okay.
not
okay? I don't know. I don't know because
not
I
okay.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know because if I'm looking at it as a male point of view, which I'm not a man, I'd be like, ah, you're a player. But if I'm looking at it as a woman point of view, off top, you a whore. You giving that pussy up easy as hell. You know, I gotta. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. No, it ain't okay, baby.
So
I'm a ride with Queen. 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 Why is it not okay, Queen?
It's not okay, and I'm coming from a spiritual perspective. 'Cause I'm a spiritual practitioner, and this is like one of the most common topics I go through with my clients. That's energy. And the thing about energy is when you are having sex, first of all, they already know other men are around, even if you're not having sex with them. That's why they sit up here and throw these hissy fits when they find out you're dating more than just their ass, right? So they already know that there is competition. When you start having sex with them, though, that's a whole nother different entire energy. And they may not consciously know, but they energetically can feel that. And a man that might want to pursue something deeper with you won't do it because their energy is present there. You know, sex is for marriage, you know, and if you out here giving it up to all these different people, there's an energy that comes with it. You're not gonna be able to connect with that person the way you need to connect to them because you spreading yourself across all these different energies, which is also
Mm,
going to create chaos inside of this woman. Sex clouds a lot of judgment. It's a lot of women. I remember when I lost my virginity, I was so enamored with that guy, and it took me a long time to get over him. And it wasn't because he had this great personality or none of that. It is because of the bond that was created when I had sex with him. Sex is a powerful tool, but because we live in a society that just makes it so common and men are now under the impression that they are entitled to sex, people don't look at what it actually is. Soul ties are
mm,
real. You know, men
mm-hmm.
that want to be into a woman can feel that energy and they're not gonna want to deal with it. They might not consciously know, but that's definitely not a good idea. I do recommend keeping the legs closed, especially in this particular climate, because now access to sex is so commonplace. It's not valued, and these men think that you supposed to have sex with them, and if you don't, something wrong with you, and you will have sex with them, and they'll turn around and demonize you for it.
Mm-hmm.
Close
Yeah.
your legs.
And
You,
call you a baby mama.
huh?
And call you a
Oh.
baby mama when they impregnate you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
A lot of
And,
these.
and
Yep.
why even put yourself in that type of position? You know what I'm saying? First of all, sir, as a man, just look at it from a man's perspective of how men should be looking at it. If you impregnate this woman that you're not married to, you just gave her 18 to 24-year access to your resources. Okay? So you got this woman that you ain't really into like that. Y'all ain't made no long-term plans or none of that. And he gonna stick his raw penis inside of me. As a woman that wants more for herself, you make poor decisions. As a man, men want you to follow them. He makes poor decisions. What you following him for?
Exactly. Exactly.
If you
But
willing to
I've seen,
put your penis in me, knowing full and well the damages that it can do to you, then that lets me know I don't need to. If I don't need to have sex with you, and if I choose to have sex with you, I need to make sure I protect myself. Because if you willing to do something like that, there is no guarantee that you will take care of my offspring.
mm,
You
mm,
already
mm.
shown you're irresponsible. You already shown that you don't have very much character or virtue. I
But
knew
so,
that was
does the woman take accountability for the sex?
both parties need to take accountability for the sex. I knew before I even lost my virginity, I wasn't having no damn children if I wasn't married. And I didn't do that. And I ain't have no abortions either. I fucking didn't do it. Cause you can't put no baby in me unless I let you. And I'm
Mhm.
not letting none of you motherfuckers that ain't put no ring, put no baby in me. I'm not gonna do it. That's my body. No man had no say so over there. I had several men. Ooh, I want you to have my baby. Bitch, I don't see no ring. What you talking about?
Why they so quick to
No.
say that? They're so
Oh.
quick to say that. So quick to say that they want to put a baby in somebody and literally really try to do it.
Yeah, because the nature, just the natural being of a living species, men want to spread their genetic material. I
And it's
said,
baby trapping as well. Because once you have that baby, your life is different, your focus is different,
It's
and
not about you
we
no
don't
more.
we don't like to discuss it, but your range of motion is different. If you look at especially where Black women are economically and how we've managed to, work our way up, even with very low circumstances, imagine where we would be at economically if we weren't taking care of children as their sole provider, their sole parent. So it's a way to keep you, and I mean, we don't like to look at it that way. We like to look at it like we're saving the Black community, and that gives us a sense of purpose and things like that. But really, it's a disservice to children because they're not getting the education, the parenting, the love, the care, the consideration that they deserve, the commitment that they deserve. But that's a big part of it is actually baby trapping. And it's like we're afraid to talk about it, but it does happen. And I don't know why that I just realized through talking with other Black women that that is a reoccurring theme of I want to get you pregnant. But before a ring,
Oh yeah. I mean, the last person I was talking to, I mean, straight out the gate, talking about for me to have his baby. Then he's talking about genetic wise, oh, our baby this, our baby that. And it's like, again, I said, slow down, honey. I don't have a ring on my finger. But I've
mhm.
ran across a lot of literally, and some people are like, oh, no, they're just talking. No, these men are serious.
yeah,
I believe the only reason why that I have not been in that baby trap situation so many times is for one, when I do, if I am active, I buy my own condoms. And number
boom.
two, I'm on birth control. I have two different sizes. So if you need the regular, you got the regular. You Magnum, got the Magnum. I don't have double XL because I don't rarely run into those. Maybe I do need to go just in case. And I'm on birth control. So you can't tap me like that. I'm not going to do that. Put a ring on my finger, and if we do decide to have a child, I'll get off birth control. We both go get tested, and now we all good. Now we can do what we do. But they
Right.
don't want to hear that. I mean, and it's disgusting because it's like so many dudes run into a woman raw, and they put their mouth on everything. You don't even gotta ask. I'm like, that's why I'm not out here kissing these dudes. They put their mouth on. I'm a single woman. They put their mouth on everything unasked.
And imagine not connecting with any of those women. Once you realize that the majority of these men are unable to connect emotionally, why would you ever want someone like that on top of you? Why
Mm.
would you want to create a child with someone like that? Once you see that their emotions, their ability to tap into their emotions, their ability to control their emotions, it's lacking. They don't have the capacity to love like that, to be emotionally involved like that. Why would you want to, create a child with someone like that?
It's
I don't
it's
know. In a woman head, there's some of them that be like, it felt good. It was if we was caught in the moment. It was you know.
Then that's her stupid ass fault. You won't play stupid games,
Hmm.
stupid prices because I know that man they had to go through 9 months of a pregnancy and goddamn delivery. So
Uh-huh.
to say he did this, he did we bitch, that's your body. That ain't his body, that's your body. Your body will never be the same after you pop that baby out. It's hard work. Once you have that baby, your life is pretty much over.
Yes, it is. It's, some people
You
say it just started, but yeah, it started to take care of another life.
it's the lack
Because
of
it
a
ain't about me no more.
right, and it's sad because for the women that's out here trying to do the right thing. Unfortunately, y'all just got a fucked up dating pool that y'all got to deal with because you got a lot of women out here that's helping enable this behavior. You
girl,
know,
for real. For
and
real.
they don't want to be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? They want to lay it all at the feet of the men. That don't make no sense to me. God didn't give him no goddamn uterus. He gave it to me. It is mine. Unless
Yeah.
he me, that is a decision that I made. That don't make no sense to me. But women don't want to have honest conversations about this stuff. And until they start having honest conversations, they won't be able to fix their behavior because there's no reason why men should feel like every woman they come in contact with, they should have to, they get to have sex with. But they
And
feel that way because
it's
all women wanted to be sexually free and free of the chastity restrictions and all of this stuff. And decided that discretion wasn't necessary and everybody can know that I'm out here screwing Larry, John, Ray, Pookie, they Tyrone. It don't matter. I'm screwing all of them, and you can't tell me nothing because that's slut shaming. Like what, ma'am? Oh, they don't want to be with me because I've had sex. They've had sex too. Girl, everybody in the neighborhood doesn't know how your book work. Why that man want to marry you? Why he want to be in a relationship with you? Why he want to go tell everybody, oh, hey, this my wife. You married that. I used to hit it every Tuesday. I used to hang her from the chandelier. Don't no man want to hear no shit like that. But that's what they getting out here. You walk up on somebody, 9 times out of 10, you introduce this woman to your homeboy. One of your homeboys done lay with her. That's ridiculous. And then men, I sat around old men when I was young and just listened to them talk.
Okay.
There's out here they got 10, 11, 12, 13 children. They ain't never met. Proud of it.
you said men. There's men out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That have children, double digits. They've never met these children.
Hmm.
These children exist. They ain't tried. They just know that their genetic material is out there in the world. And they okay with that.
But see, that's crazy to me because some men are honest. Some men would be like, "I have X amount of kids." I've ran across a handful that said that they have over 5 kids, and in all honesty, I was absolutely turned off. And we did not even go to the physical part because I'm like, "Yo, swimmers are swimming real good. I do not want to be baby mama number 4. No, we're not doing that."
Mm.
But then there's women out there you could tell them the truth. Hey, I
Look
have,
like Moneybag Yo with 8 baby mamas.
like what'd you say?
Moneybag got 8 baby mamas. NBA YoungBoy got 11 baby mamas. Wow, all that energy.
all those
All that
kids
in it.
that are they're not living in a two-parent home.
And
Wow.
there's one man and how many women?
Mm-hmm.
So
8.
what would make you sign up to be baby mama number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? What the fuck would make you want to do that?
Money, car, disrespect. Money, car, disrespect. Money, disrespect. Give me some money. I need to buy the car. Disrespect. You ain't gonna give me none. The car gone. Yeah, yeah. They gotta be. They gotta be.
It's crazy. It's a problem on both sides. Women don't want to be honest, but for the women that's out here trying to do the right thing, the only thing y'all can do is do the right thing and basically keep your legs closed. Because at the end of the day, society has conditioned these men to believe that they just supposed to go out here and get sex. And if you are the one that's keeping your legs closed, of course, hell no, they not running to you. You know what I'm saying? Is when they realize that they tired of living that fucking lifestyle, that they'll be looking for something that ain't nobody else got. And then they'll come to you. And I know that sucks because everybody wants companionship, but you got to read what's going on in the society and do what's best for you to get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep. That's true. That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
And
Sacrifice that cone. Close your leg.
I
I wish.
mean, they're making amazing strides with sex toys. Oh my god!
But
Like,
see now, with
Go
sex toys, I
roll.
don't. You don't want to get addicted to sex. Not addicted, but get used to it. So then when you have a real man, you like you don't. The man can't compare.
girl, that ain't nothing gonna ever replace a flesh and blood hard penis
Cause
ever.
while you messing with that toy, you thinking about that. What, Queen? What you thinking about when you're messing with the toy?
That duck.
Baby, this the microwave, but I love that oven cook. You hear me? This the microwave. I need just a little quick run up real quick. Get on, you sleep.
That toy can't replace the smell of a man. It can't replace his touch. It can't replace his voice. It can't do none of that. The only thing it's gonna do is get you what you need physically until the right man come along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know you want that man come up behind you, grab you by the stomach, put that thing between there, and kiss you on the neck. Let that beard rub across your doggone shoulder, your ass. Now, take that what toy? Throw that man in the drawer away. Throw his ass away right now. I don't need this shit.
You know. Also, I think out here since men, it's not hard for them to get women to have sex with them. And I'm really trying. I kind of have a dirty mouth. I'm trying not to have a dirty mouth, so I'm trying to think about what I'm saying. But they out here being able to screw with no problem. I feel like some of the men. I'm just thinking about over the past few years. I think a lot of men have lost that what you guys were talking about, that let me kiss her on her neck, let me caress her, let me warm her up. I know a lot of men out here these days, they don't know how to warm up. It's just like clothes off, put in like that. Like I remember back in the day, it was like more of I'm gonna warm you up first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we gonna do our thing. These days, it's like it's weird. It's like I don't know if it's because they watch so much porn, or I don't know if it's because what it is. But men these days, all that kissing on the neck and caressing and just taking their time and just getting you all where you got screaming for it. Maybe it's just the men that are coming at me, but I don't. It's hard. I have to verbally say, "Slow down," or verbally say, "Can you please do this first?" Because I'm not warmed up.
They don't have to.
Because the other women have conditioned them that you don't got to warm anything up. You just no lube, nothing down, huh?
It's everywhere. They don't have to treat these women with any level of emotional connection or any of it. They can just go in there, bang, 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 throw the $40 on the table and leave. That's That's what they're doing. So when they get with somebody, even if it's in a relationship, they either have to take it upon themselves to, actually take the act as something serious and treat the woman properly, or she has to reteach him. Because the same way these men sit up here and say they don't want no whole lot of women because the woman didn't have a lot of sex partners because she's unable to make a connection. The same shit happens to them. You know, men and women, we different, but we ain't that damn different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why everybody gonna play these double standard games and shit, but we not that much different from each other. And I think the more we evolve, because I don't even think that they just that much stronger than us no more. Because some of these women is out here giving these men head. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an evolution of body and all of that type of stuff going on as well. We have the
Yeah.
conditioning going on, but because we come from a history where the ideas and the thoughts were different, we're
Mm-hmm.
to basically archaic ideas in modern times, and that's not translated very well.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
think
that's why. Okay. Okay. I got you.
I think another part of this too is that they prey on younger women, and a lot of younger women don't know what they want sexually because they're younger women, and so they can pretty much get it the way that they want it, and that's because of a lack of unity among women that does not exist among the brotherhood. We see that the brotherhood will protect itself.
Girl,
Um,
you right about that. They will. You come after, even if they all wrong. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Even if they're wrong, unless they're protecting a black woman, Will Smith. Um, but even if they're wrong, unless you're Will Smith and you're, protecting your wife, they're pretty much going to have your back. Um, and so when it comes to younger women, when it comes to women in general, if you really are able to read between the lines of the society, it is designed to keep us pitted against each other. Even like, do you remember back in the day when it was all about the little pop bands, Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, and they had a feud, and Brandy and uh, who was it? Brandy and Monica. They were some top R&B singers in their time, and they them against each other, so that they were two huge artists that didn't get along. They always seem to pit women against one another, and we fall into that trap, and it really only hurts us because we don't share information among each other. We don't protect, the younger ones. And then a lot of women would tell me, well, the younger ones don't listen. And that's very true too. Like, a lot of younger women are conditioned to to not have respect for older women, and not be willing to take that advice.
Mm. Mm.
I don't want to tell some of these women, what's going on and what I observe, even though I know what's going on, because I've dealt with the bad reaction.
I have to tell them,
Thanks.
no
We
matter what. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurt. I have to tell them, and I have
and
to give it to them. I have to give it to them on their level. I can't
it's
talk college level. I can't talk like that. I have to actually give it to them because at the end of the day, or at the end of the month, or whatever, at the end of anything, they always come back and say, "Paige, you was right. You was right. You was right." It don't matter if I'm right or not. What matters is that I told you what could happen when this happened. When you do that right there, this would make this happen right here. If you don't want to take it right then and there, and you want to give me the backlash all up in front and stuff right there when I tell you the truth, but yet when after I tell you the truth and you find out what it is, and you go around that corner and you come back and say you was right, you just wasted my time and your time where you could have took it from the start and not have to go through the experience. I'ma see for myself these days. That type of thing.
I was one of those teenagers though. But I think that
Some
it's
people still, some women ain't even got out of their teenage mind
yeah.
just by the way they dress, just by the way they're doing, just by the way they're moving.
Mhm.
You're in the club with your daughter. What is wrong with you? What is going on?
that part.
Who
My client,
brought this baby to this adult party? You know, I'm just saying.
70% of my
Prime
clients,
example.
70% of my clients are 10 plus years older than I am. And the lessons that we got to go through, this is shit that they should be passing on to younger women, and they fucking don't have it.
Yeah, it's like it had the brain hasn't developed. Real talk. I promise you, it's like you didn't know. You mean to ain't nobody ever told me.
You 50. You been here half a century, and you just at 50, you just now hearing, don't date one dude at a time. At 50, in 50 years, you haven't come up to the conclusion that it's not a good idea to waste your time like that. You've lost your child rearing years if you don't already have a baby by some damn fools. You lost your
Hmm.
rearing years. You've lost your youth. All of this shit, sitting up here playing stupid games. You
Mm.
know, the idea of sisterhood. Oh, we need to stop. Women have never had a sisterhood. Women have always been tribal. Women have always had their selective groups and cliques that they dealt with, and they've always warred with each other. That's just the fact. Because women
It
are
is. It is.
territorial and women are very dominant. And those are not traits that the larger society will tell women that they have. It's a quiet secret. And because nobody's talking about it, that shit becomes chaos that nobody knows how to control. So that is why when you go and say, hey, that's not a good idea. Oh, you ain't gonna tell me shit.
You
I
don't
do.
know nothing about what I got going on. You always in a motherfucker business and shit. You need to stick to your that. Man, you sure was right.
Or you will tell them something, they'll cut you out for telling you that, telling them that, and then go do the dumb shit that you told them not to do, and come to you crying when they get the results of they shit. Like you supposed to sit up there and pat them on the ass. I'm not patting you on your ass for some shit I told you not to do. But what you can do is put them big girl drawers on and deal with that shit you stepped in. Cause you were given warning, you were given counsel, you know, but you didn't want to listen. We
Mm.
cannot continue to sit up here and play, oh, the men are horrible. Because you want to know something else? A lot of the reason why these men have dysfunctional relationships with sex is because they was fucking pedophiled by women when they was little boys.
That
That's not talked about.
that is something. Yeah, I did a show a few years ago about that, and I had some black men on my panel, and I think I had about four black men, and three out of the four have stories of older women who have touched them, have made them have sex and things like that. But that's something that a lot of, especially in our community, they don't talk about.
They
Or,
don't.
but also, I've heard stories of older men, like uncles and dads and older brothers, forcing their little brothers to have to lose their virginity. Oh yeah,
Oh, they do that like little booty head bought his son a stripper and shit, weird ass nigga.
yeah, and
You
it's
know,
like you're training them
Weird as hell. That shit
to
was sick. That
but
shit
you
is
know what?
sick.
A lot of black men, that's how they lost their virginity, but they don't talk about it unless you bring it up in conversation and they be real with you.
How
It's
yep.
is this sick? I can do what I want to do with my own motherfucking kids. Y'all ain't gonna tell me I'm gonna make sure they get some pussy at 14, 13. It don't matter. Your daughter come over here, she fucking. You a
yeah,
nasty, evil. I'm no reason why you going through health issues like you are. So
And then once
your
he has
spirit,
sex,
something about your spirit is condemned.
I don't
once
know you
he
heard about some gay shit. They
once he
ain't gonna
has
be.
sex,
But you a bad shit. You a
once
bad
he has sex, he's a man and she's a slut.
yep.
Mm, mm, mm.
So that's a rite of passage for him. That gets him a pat on the back, regardless of who it's with, regardless of the circumstances. And for her, she's a slut regardless of who it's with. and the circumstances. That's why they call it a walk of shame. They only call it a walk of shame for women.
Yeah.
Men don't have a walk of shame, and they're going between houses every day.
Because they not supposed to be able to get sex. We determine whether or not they get sex. If a
Very
man
true.
is able to get your ass and he don't have to give you nothing for it, who really losing here?
Very true. Very true.
The truth
Say it
is,
again, Queen.
I said if a man can get your ass and he ain't got to give you shit, who losing? Because
Okay.
you gonna lay down with him. Let me say, it's a lot of money to take care of a vagina, okay? You go there,
Mm-hmm.
let him let all up in you, then you got to go buy the feminine wise.
Mm-hmm.
You need to restore your pH balance. You gotta either
Mm-hmm.
take a bath or treat it a certain way so it don't
Mm-hmm.
smell. It's a lot of shit you
Mm-hmm.
gotta go through to take care of that motherfucker. You laying down with him for what? You laying down to wake up with a wet ass that you gotta go pay to take care of. You spending $50 plus to take care of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
He
And
ain't got
and three and 350 for a date, because I'm not going out on a date without having my hair done, my nails done. I'm gonna need a new outfit.
Let them
That's
tell you you supposed to have
expensive.
that already.
So you need to meet
She
certain
want to mess it up.
qualifications.
She
Yeah,
want to mess that her up, baby.
you need to meet certain qualifications before I'm even trying to go out on a date with you, and then once I know that you meet those qualifications, then I'm gonna go on a date with you to the steakhouse or the seafood restaurant of my choosing. So, I mean, I definitely agree that when it comes to women, there's a breakdown of standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards.
Can I ask, are you single or are you married?
I'm dating.
Okay, we're in the same boat.
I'm dating, yeah.
And what part of the country are you in?
I'm in Texas currently.
Oh, okay. Now, I lived in Houston for a while, so I have a book called "A White Man's Whore." It's on Amazon, and I talk about the dating experience in when I was in Houston versus the dating experience being in California, where I've lived most of my life. And I noticed in Houston there was a lot of, I call them top feeder black men, which they made a good amount of money, they had their own stuff, they were educated. But when it comes to the interracial dating, now like white men would look at me out the corner of their eye, but they would never talk to me. Versus in
Oh.
California, it's more open. We're more open to mix. Um, that was one of my biggest things in comparing the two, comparing to Texas and comparing um, to California.
Yeah, I think that most white men in Texas assume that you don't want to date them. And maybe they think it would be a problem, but I'm seeing a lot more interracial couples. And even when I went out on dates, I got a very positive reaction. So I was really surprised by that because it's something that's new to me. Most of my life I've dated black men. So, but when I went out, there was even a group of sisters who, complimented on, us as a couple. And so it's not as big of a deal in Texas. I do see it more and more. I see more black women with in interracial relationships.
Okay, in Texas, that's real cool.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people that are not from here because Texas is kind of like an employment hub, where there's a lot of different states nearby. There's a lot of opportunities here, so there's a lot of people that are not even like from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not originally from Texas, so
I
I'm
am.
from Seattle. Um, but
Okay.
yeah,
You
so
from Washington?
yes,
I'm getting ready to move up there.
Oh,
good
really?
luck.
Is
Good
that
luck.
is that what all the moves about what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Wait a
that's
minute,
the interracial capital of the world.
Queen, you're moving to what? Washington State?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, with your husband, right?
Yes.
Oh, you're good
Okay.
then.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're already in a relationship, you're good. If you're
Yeah.
not and you're
Yeah.
single, I do
It's
not recommend. When I was growing up, I remember even going back several years ago, and that was all you seen was interracial relationships. But mainly black men with white women.
That's really big in that area, from what
It's
I
yeah.
heard.
huge.
That
Yeah,
that
it's
that
huge.
that goes on here and there, but as a queen, um, if that's your husband's last duty station, if it
Uh-huh.
happens to be that, you're gonna want to get out of there and come back
I
to the
don't want to
south
come back
or
to
come back.
Texas. I don't want
Huh?
to come back to Texas. There's too many strange ass people here.
Okay, look, hear me out now. Hear me out. My daughter and her husband, they're in Alabama right now.
Mm-hmm.
But she's on they're en route here to Georgia to do some house shopping and everything. I
Yeah.
broke it down to her monetarily. I said what she was making in the military that was sustaining a life in Washington State. Because she just the house just went on the market last week in Lacey, Washington. That's about I say about a half hour away from Fort Lewis. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, you're not going to be able to maintain the lifestyle you were. See, when she was active duty, she was making $106,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Once she exits, and Paige already knows this because three of the grandkids are here with me now.
Mm-hmm.
them my babies.
And if this one keep on doing what he doing, it's gonna be two grandchildren and somebody stuffed in the bag. She be hearing them when I be talking on the phone. You know about that 6 year old.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus help me, give me strength,
I know.
Lord.
We have our grandkids at the same time.
Uh-huh. Boy, Paige and I be on the phone, not to change the subject. We'll be on the phone, have our grandkids, and we be talking to each other to be like, well, okay, we as long as we talk to each other, we know we ain't gonna snatch they doggone backside out of place because
Yeah.
they get, you know,
Kira asked me the other day, do fish get thirsty?
oh, not
I
like
said,
Chris.
what?
Chris,
I said,
remember,
what? I
Paige, we
had
were
to,
talking about
I
that.
wanted to
Remember?
get my phone and record it. She said, the fish get thirsty. And
I told you about
I was like,
Chris.
oh
He's
my,
talking about do fish go to sleep?
why is they on this fish? What is going on?
I don't, Paige, I don't know. I'm sitting here like, do fish go to sleep?
Do they?
I'm sitting
And
there, the
I'm
look
like,
on my face.
do
You
they
already
get
know,
thirsty?
Paige. Like, Grandpa, do fish sleep? Do they have pillows like us? I'm sitting here like, I'm going to chop you in the throat.
Oh,
Yeah, but with Queen, if that's not his last duty station, okay. But once he gets out the military, it doesn't matter how much as a monetary benefits he get,
Mm-hmm.
is not going to be enough to sustain a life in Washington State because the taxes are way too high and everything else. It's almost like being in California. It's just further north.
yeah,
I
we was
won't even
talking
go
about that
visit
on
my
Queen
own.
page, on Sunkiss page last night.
See?
I won't even go visit my own home state. It's expensive to fly there. Then when you get there, everything's expensive. I mean, I basically got forced to move because when I was growing up, the housing market in Seattle had just crashed, and
Yeah.
people were in their homes. They couldn't afford to sell them. And I was 18 and going to the local college, and I couldn't afford to stay there. So I had to, thankfully, my mom was from Texas, and we had family out here, and it was much cheaper back then. Now we're dealing with California, kind of California pricing everywhere.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I
But
feel you
Seattle
because I
is
told her
expensive.
she's got to move because then Seattle is like what 6% black.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens.
But I heard it's pretty up there, though.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I grew up in one of the most beautiful states that there is. I'm talking about sparkling water, eagles flying by, seagulls, and I mean, it's a beautiful place. Hiking trails, Mount St. Helens, expensive, expensive, expensive. You got to be rich to live there. I mean, this is where Bill Gates lives on a private island. There's private islands. You've got Mercer Island. It's a playground for billionaires.
Mm.
Yeah, and they want to keep it like that because you have other than volcanoes as Mount St. Helen, Chicago, beautiful skyline, plenty of
Mm-hmm.
freshwater fishing in that big old lake, some of the best tap water you will drink because it comes from a fresh lake. But you look at the crime and everything that's going on, and that's a direct deterrent. I'm never going back. I left way back in the day and ain't looked back since.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Texas, and we just came back 3 years ago, and it's so different than it was when we were here because of all the different groups coming because of the prices going up everywhere. And it's just weird. Like even the prices in Texas are going up because so many people are coming here. I'm like, I don't know. It's
Prices have skyrocketed in Texas. Like when I moved here, I remember I felt like a millionaire. I was 18 in college. I came here and I got a place and it was like $500. And now, I think they said standard one bedroom. It's like 1,400. The average price is 1,400 for one bedroom in Texas.
What?
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
like,
That's the standard price. That is very true.
Gas
See what
prices
now?
are
Now what's
soaring up.
yeah, what's going on in Georgia? My connection may vary because I'm making a run to the store, so it's going to connect in with the outside, well, the phone Wi-Fi from leaving out
yeah,
the
when
house
you get
here.
done, you got to
But
give advice to these women about these triple Ds.
Uh,
right. Well, what is exactly a triple D?
Triple D is women accepting dinner, drinks, and dick, and that's the only thing that's the highest standard they go. They don't ask men for anything else or require anything else.
Okay, well, I mean, as a man, I have requirements if a woman's going to get more than that from me.
What was the requirements?
Well, first of all, you have to have a FICO score of 740 or above so that I know your credit is straight and we could build together.
Mhm.
That's
Okay.
number one. Number two, you can't have any adult children living with you that are unemployed talking about they trying to figure things out. It's too late for figuring it out. If you're the age, you could buy liquor legally and you getting your groove on, or what they say, knocking boots, as H-Town used to say, you
Mm-hmm.
need to be doggone taking a percentage of the household bills and taking care of that. And what that does essentially is
Uh-oh.
Must lost connection.
Nah,
oh
he
yeah,
getting in the
that
car.
remember
He
I
getting
warned
in the
you all
car.
before I came out the house. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting in the car.
yeah, so that's why I was saying, you know, I got a whole different doggone, thing going on because I'm like this here. You know, if we can't build anything, I'm always down to have fun. I love laughing. But if we can't build anything
Mhm.
together collectively, all it is about is fun.
The triple D's: dinner, drinks, and sex.
Okay, you said you
Yeah.
wanted her FICO score to be something. If her FICO score is not where you want it to be, are you gonna assist her with getting that up,
No, that's
or
not.
is that a disqualifier?
Then we don't care what anybody thinks. We're things together. Just
Oh,
like
it's
it's
breaking.
not your job as a woman to meet a man that is a boyfriend or potential boyfriend, and you are building this man up to be something that would be the ideal man for you. I'm not a carpenter, okay? That's what they had Jesus for. He was a carpenter. So if you ain't lock, cock, ready to rock, got everything together when we meet, it's just gonna be a fun time. I mean, now that's just me. That's how I roll. You know what I mean? I don't tell other people this is what you need to do because everybody do what they do. That's their business. That's their life. Me,
Mm-hmm.
if
I
you ain't
think
got it all together,
Mm.
when you meet me and you talking about trying to have something solid, it ain't gonna be nothing solid if you ain't got it together. I'm not gonna sit there. Well, they trying to. I'm not gonna do that. And I know far too many black women that do that. They'll get them a fixer upper, because his physical appearance and his little swagger and everything is attractive to
Mm-hmm.
them. So, then the maternal instinct kicks in, which all women have. And, well, I mean, he's got potential to. Well, at what age do you reach your potential and you're on top of your game?
So here's a question. So if you meet a woman and she acting like she's digging you, you digging her, and then you're asking her these questions and she falls short with her FICO score, maybe she likes to have her adult son living with her, not paying any rent. Do you tell her that it just turned into a fun time, or you just show her by your actions?
No, I tell her from the get-go gate. I lay all my stuff out right there like it's a contract on paper, but it's a
Yeah,
verbal agreement. I,
like you
Paige
do,
knows
Minnie.
me.
Like you do,
Paige knows.
Minnie. Like you lay it out and let them know before y'all go on that date. That's how he do it.
Mhm.
I don't
He
I
do
don't
it.
see
He
anything
do it
wrong.
on the date.
Yeah, I don't
You
see
do it before the
anything.
date.
I don't see anything wrong with having standards. I don't know if I guess the part that bothers me is that I don't know I don't know what a FICO score has to do with someone's character. Because, like, for me, I
Okay,
have
I'll
high
tell you.
credit. I have high credit, no children. I lead a very comfortable life. I'm single. I can buy what I want. I can do what I want. So that's fine. But what does my credit score, what does any of that have to do with how good a partner I would be? What my character, my values are. It has absolutely nothing to do with that.
Oh, yes, it does. It shows how responsible you are financially to handle the business at hand and
Mm.
that you
So,
don't
so
squander
you're
money.
looking for like a business partner
No, I'm not looking
relationship.
for a business partner.
No,
I'm
he's just looking
saying
for a person that's
if
been
if
paying
if
their
you
bills.
if you ever heard that thing called evenly yoked?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not fiscally responsible with your money, we are not evenly yoked.
I don't know.
Because
When
like you gotta look at it like when you're looking for your mate. You're looking for your mate, y'all gonna become one. There's gonna be one credit score. There's gonna be one household. There's gonna be one. You feel what I'm saying? Like we were just talking about it before he got up here. Why can't single women find their potential mate? That's just his standard. Other
I've
people got
dated
standards.
men with college degrees, with great credit scores, who on paper would be the ideal partner for anybody that couldn't stop cheating, couldn't stop lying, couldn't stop,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the
Yeah.
story was. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that when we focus on these superficial attributes, we're missing a lot of things, and that's just, you know, my opinion. We can agree to disagree, but I think that when you focus on something that's superficial, like, you know, do you pay your bills? I know a lot of people that can barely do anything other than pay their bills.
What's
You
going
have
on,
some
Paul?
people that are dysfunctional in the extreme, and the only thing they can do is go to work and come back.
Okay, well,
Paycheck to
I
paycheck.
mean, people got to
What you
do
saying?
what they got to do. I mean, it's very simple, you know. And I'm like this. On paper, you got to start someplace. I mean, when somebody applies for a job, right? Don't they fill out a resume? So that's where it starts on paper, right?
Exactly.
Don't it start on paper?
Well, a lot of times when you apply for a job, employers want, you know, degrees for jobs that you don't necessarily need.
Okay, but
Employers, they do
that's
credit
moving the
check too.
goalposts, Minnie. What I'm saying is, when you apply for a job, it starts with your resume. It's on paper. Now, once you're interviewed, if something about your character does not doggone align with the paper, oh, Houston, we have a problem.
I get the concept. I got the concept, you know, from the beginning. My whole thing is it seems a bit superficial. Somebody having a FICO score has nothing to do with their character, their values. There's a lot of
Oh, yes,
very,
it
very
does.
wealthy Black women out
Hmm.
there that have a very damaging mindset, a mindset that would be damaging as them being a partner, and a mindset that would be damaging for them being a potential parent to any children. I don't know, you know, if that's what you're looking for. So I just think that it's a little thin to say, oh, well, you know, a FICO score. It's like, what? What is that? I guess,
No, it's not.
again,
That's
I get it. I get it. That's
right.
your
That.
standard, and you want to make sure that someone's, you know, equipped to live the lifestyle that you want to live. But I just think it's thin. Maybe you should add on to that, you know, some character things, some you know,
Some
value things.
character things like what? You're a responsible person. That's one of the biggest ways to show a person is a responsible person.
You're
Well,
responsible in one area of your life, which is paying bills.
Mm-hmm. And you're
One that's
responsible
one
enough
area
as
of
a
your life.
okay. Well, I'm responsible in way lot of bunch areas in my life.
Way a lot of money.
Way a lot of
And
bunch.
I believe
Okay.
that.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm a terrific father. I'm a terrific grandfather. I pay my bills on time. I don't have any felony convictions like these dum dums out here. If I say it, I do it. I'm prompt. I'm on time. You know, if I say 8 o'clock, that's what I mean. 8 o'clock, not no, you're wait. Well, see what happened was no. See, because that's one of the main small things that keep black people behind the 8 ball. It's called being punctual, punctuality. Punctuality in black America is not non-existent, but it's too many people that don't know how to be on time. It's like I told my daughter, she's been in the military for, 20 plus years. And she's talking about getting a job. And I told her, I said, well,
You also got to
I
factor
told her, I
in.
said, the only people you will ever see that show up and clock in 15 minutes late and then be talking shit while they clocking in, talking about what they ain't going to do today, acting like they're doing the employer a favor by hiring them is who? Black people, not black women, black people. So, while all these other things are being said about military enlistment and all that, they can say all they want to. In the military, you must be on time or you're not going to make it. So that's not really a place for a large mass majority of black Americans.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a military brat of a military brat. So if I'm on time, I'm late. That's just me though. I'm 15 minutes early, if not earlier.
Yeah.
But again, that's deeper than someone just paying their bills or having a high, FICO score.
Well,
That has to do with the way someone's raised. It has to do with their character and their values.
but if your credit messed up and I'm ready to buy a house, I can't put you on the loan without it being some type of liability to me. So if I
Because we're
know
trying
that
to build.
right, if I know I'm trying to do that, then you gonna hit my
Because
price.
say, let me give you a perfect example. If I'm living in a certain location and I am with a woman and we're building, contemplating marriage and this and that, all this other stuff, my credit's jacked up. Okay. Say we move in together and all this good stuff and preparate with that's something else I don't do. I don't do the roommate thing. Live like I'm married while I'm not. I don't do that. But if I did, then something happened. The tapestry of the neighborhood started to change. And we did not want to be living around a certain element of people. Now, if my credit is not where it needs to be, I can't just hit my bank up and get a homeowner's loan while I sell the existing property and put it on the market so that we could get to a better area
You sound like
where we
my
don't have to
accountant.
be around certain type of people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't shortstop on credit. See?
So actually, I'm with Leonard on this one. Because I've had an excellent credit score since I was like 18 years old. So for me, it's important because I've seen how easy it is to move through my life with a good credit score. So if I do meet a man and his credit isn't all that great, and everything's gonna be pressure's gonna be on me to get the cars, to get the houses. It's a lot of pressure, but I need to know the backstory too. Like I need to know
Yeah.
why. It could be he got sick, lost his job, stuff started falling apart. But prior to that, he was holding it down. If that's the case, I can stick by you. We can try to get your credit back up. But if it's just I stopped paying my child support and now I'm 30,000 in the rear and now my credit's messed up. No, that's on you. That's
And
on you.
I
And
never
doggone,
disagreed
You
with
know,
the
some women
whole.
do pay. Some women do pay and take care of another that outside child.
yeah.
Baby,
And
can
then
you just
nine
give me
times,
$150 so I won't go to jail? I'm gonna give you this dick tonight. You know, they do that.
exactly, because you got 9 times out of 36. Now you can't get 9 times out of 36. I'm exaggerating. Is from being an irresponsible person. That's the reason they're in the situation that they're in.
I never disagreed with the credit score. The point, and I'm gonna go back to it again. The point is that just focusing on money is superficial. And
Well,
I will say that just comes from my experience, because my experience is being raised around a lot of dysfunctional but very financially well-off Black people,
Well, financially well off has nothing to
or
do
financially
with
established people that have credit scores
that.
and FICO scores that are where they need to be. To me, when we're just focusing on the money aspect, anybody can get together and financially be a power couple, but do you have the character and the values in order for the relationship to work? Because those are the
Well,
things. Well, obviously money is a big component of that, so that's why I say I don't disagree when it comes to the credit score. I just said, okay, but what character and values do they have outside of that complement that in order to be able to sustain a relationship?
and that goes right back to what I said. It starts on paper, and then you start vetting from there. Okay, you can't build a house on a sound foundation of sand. Okay, it's not going to stand. So you have to have a starting point before you start to proceed. You know,
okay.
it's crawl, walk, run. You can't fly into flight. Okay,
Yeah.
it's crawl, walk, run. And if no one's willing to go through those appropriate steps, crawl, walk, run, get faster, cross the finish line, that's exactly what's not going to happen. And that's all I try to doggone convey to people, you know. Now, I could meet someone where they're at, no problem. You know, I could meet one of these women out here that does not fit all that criteria, this, that, and the third. I've done it before. And depending on the type of individual, see, people have a habit of getting comfortable, like thinking the sun is going to shine tomorrow just because the sun rises every day. Some people get under the impression, oh, the other individual is going to accept whatever type of behavior that they display just because they don't want to take a L. See, I'm not that guy. And women get a shock with me because it's like the last time, I was married. She thought it was a joke, you know, thought it was a joke. I'm like, you can get out my house. You that unhappy? Hey, hit the road, Jack. I'm not going to argue with you, and she took it for a joke till she got served on divorce papers. Then it wasn't funny no more. Oh, well, see, it's too late for the I done paid this lawyer. I'm not going to doggone, now I paid the lawyer off. Oh, now you want to act like you got some sense? No, I'm not playing that game. You go find you somebody else. Since I'm so overbearing and requiring so much of you, especially when you're a stay-at-home wife with no need to work, nothing. Whatever you want to do, you could do. I'm gonna go get my hair done. All right, see you later. I'm gonna go get my nails done. All right, bye. I got a flat on the doggone Infinity. I'm on my way. I'm driving a Dodge Stratus. She's driving a real good car, the Q45. But people get comfortable and well, her man doing this for her and for all I do for you. Whoa, little mama. What you mean all you do for me? I thought we were a team. Did you forget teamwork make the dream work? Now, cause see, you my husband, and you supposed to. Oh, now we're going there. Okay, who you been around? Well, you can get the hell up out my house.
Oh yeah.
Then you can sit around back in Chicago in the ghetto from whence you came, with no damn
This makes
husband.
a lot more sense now. This makes a lot more sense.
You see what I'm saying? That's how I roll. I'm like, I will bust my face, my back, my hind parts to provide, protect, and keep that roof over that head and everything. Give all the little extras when I can. All I want is my little slice of heaven on earth while I'm still breathing. That's all I require. Now, if somebody can't be a partner in that, then hey, y'all men, what, aren't you a wife? Well, yeah. So what other men got to do with me? No, I saw this TV show and okay, see now, okay, all right. You finna talk yourself out of good husband, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and let you roll. I'm gonna let you roll. Cause I know me don't come around every day. And women that got whole husbands at home, and I talk to their husbands, those women understand. Mm-hmm. They say in unison. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, because people can forget real quick. See, I'm not a quick forgetter.
Right.
See,
I love this dialogue right here, Minnie.
Real quick.
Yeah, because
real
that's
quick,
the thing with me. But
drop your link in the chat. You guys can drop your link in the chat if anybody's watching and want to subscribe to you guys' channel.
Yeah. Because it's like when I see women that are doggone doing all this,
Minnie.
these women that are doing all this super duper extra stuff, right?
Right.
For these deadbeats that they all, you know, all they bringing to the table in that woman's house, note in that woman's house, all they bring in is DNA.
Hmm. Huh.
And I don't mean making babies. They just bringing DNA, dick and attention.
Basically.
Man.
Mm.
All they
Man.
bringing is
Well,
DNA,
No
dick and
Hennessy.
attention.
Not even. Don't even feed her.
Dick and attention. That's what they bringing.
Uh,
DNA. Dick and attention. See, then oh well, he boring. He don't, this and he don't that. And okay, well, hey, stick with Mr. Excitement. Mr. Excitement ain't coming with a whole lot. Let you lose your good job while he trying to figure out this life thing. Then what? He gonna move on to your next friend that's been eyeballing him. That's the same type of woman like you, trying to buy a man. Oh yeah, it happens all the time. Hell, when my son grew into a man and looked at his mother's background, he noticed that was his mother was doing. He's like, move this dude in, move that dude in. And she paying for everything, this and that. And the minute he stand up and got something to say, well, you can get out, nigga. And you leaving all this behind because all this is mine. Why go through that doggone drama when you can get somebody that has what you have, combine it, and build and grow? I don't get it. I really don't. And I know a number of women that are doing that. There's a number of guys I know that are DJs, right?
Right.
Hey, you watch your cartoon or the TV's going off and you're going to bed.
You in Chicago?
No, never go back there. I'm in Georgia.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I know a number of them. They house music DJs. And when the Coco hit, notice I said the Coco because I ain't gonna say that word on nobody's stream. But y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When the Coco shutdown came, oh, all these dudes was falling in love with that favorite groupie that had a good job and her own place and this and that. And it's a whole lot of Coco marriages that happened. But now all those restrictions have loosened up and everybody's DJing here, there, everywhere. And all that's going to happen is these same DJs, they going to be doggone frolicking with these other groupies, eventually get caught, dipping out on her, and then you're going to have these Coco divorces. It's coming. I'm sitting here like, so you going to be that fool. You know this dude, first he's a DJ, which he ain't making no real money anyway. He's just popular. Then when the Coco hit, wasn't no parties going on, so it really wasn't no money to be made. And you married this clown? You did it to yourself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Paige knows about this one in particular. I was like, bruh, you say what you want about me, but you suspect. I got kids and grandkids, which means that I was getting it in and my kids is getting it in. You have no kids. And all
Is
you
a
hang
woman,
around
hey,
is
old school, is a woman still attractive with juggling 10 men's to date? Would she do like, would that make y'all like, if you dating a woman, right? You know, she got the good credit, all this and stuff. And you know, y'all out on a date and she explains to you that, hey, I'm dating. I'm just, you know, like exploring my options. And there are other people because she's a real person. Would that
Exactly.
make you compete or would that make you step back or would that make you just a tad bit a little jealous?
Well, me in particular, if this is someone I'm trying to build with, I would step back because I'm not about to compete with nobody. But
Okay.
if I'm just trying to be a part of the loop, I'm like, hey, ain't no fun if the homies ain't getting some. I'm down.
Okay.
I won't deny
Okay.
myself some boot knocking. Mm-mm.
So as a man, if you are saying the words to a woman that's letting her know she might be the potentially the next lady in your life,
Mm-hmm.
you just automatically expect for her to start cutting everybody else off.
No, I don't expect anybody to do anything. You do what you want to do. You grow.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting a top tier woman without competing for her, period, because she has the pick of whichever men she wants.
No, she don't. Not a black woman. I don't know who lied to you. I don't know who lied to you. The numbers alone support that.
Okay, a top tier woman, regardless of her background or whatever, she has the pick of whoever she wants. You're not getting her without competing for her.
Okay.
Period.
You believe that if you want to, and you look at these top tier doggone women that are taking care of a man or can't get one at all. We can start with stage, screen. Think she's a celebrity. Garcelle Bouveau. Who jocking for her? And she ain't bad looking either. I see her on TV. Who jocking for her?
It depends on who she dates.
Ain't nobody jocking for her. Nobody's jocking for Nia Long. Nobody jocking for Halle Berry. Toni Braxton, she got her luck on with Birdman and got in there while the getting was good. Now these are celebrity women with money.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody's jockeying for Halle
What I'm
Berry because
talking
her
about,
baby
what I'm
daddies was
talking
rolling
about
around
is
in the yard fighting over her.
no, when
Okay,
you're
so
when
and she
you're talking about top tier women, those are top tier. They have their money. They are physically attractive, and they are celebrities too. You know, like Beyonce. You know, same. Now you have
what do you
women.
mean same? Beyonce is married.
I know she's married. I just mentioned her for a visual example. But you do have a lot of physically attractive women, and you know, men don't compete for women like that. That's not a man thing. We'll compete to get that money, or we'll compete to hit the draws. We ain't competing for a wife.
No, you're not competing for a wife, and men like you aren't competing for a wife. And that's why, and I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
gonna be blunt here. That's why you don't mess with top tier women. That's why you don't currently have one. Is because you're not willing to compete for one. This isn't, rocket
No,
science.
no,
Like you
no, no,
said,
no.
you're
I
not
don't. I
gonna
don't
compete
know.
for one.
How are
You're
you
not
going to
gonna.
compare? Okay, how are you going to try to compare your logic about me when first and foremost you don't even know me personally? Now there is a woman on this panel that knows me personally. Okay,
That's me. That's me, everybody.
and she
But
know
I
what
don't
I'm
need to
working
know
with.
you personally because I'm going based
Yes,
off
you
what you
do.
say.
Yes, you do.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you
going based
do.
off what
Well,
you
wait,
say.
Okay, look. Let's cut to the quick. I don't know what your age is. I don't know if you are obese or not. I know nothing about you that I could judge from that doggone what do they call it? Avatar picture? I don't
Yeah.
know. I
That's
can't
not
make
an
it.
avatar
No,
picture.
no,
That's
no,
an
no, no, no.
actual picture. And
Okay,
I'm
well that's
not
an
overweight.
actual picture. I can't judge from that picture. Now you could just cam up
well, hey,
and
I gotta say something real quick. I think the top tier women, like the ones that you described, the ones that are celebrities that everybody knows them around the world. I was listening to Halle Berry actually said something when people were kept on asking her about her failed relationships. She basically, and I'm not quoting her, she basically said, I don't want a man right now. I'm
yeah.
choosing not to. Now, honestly, these top tier women that are beautiful, that are rich, that are in the limelight and everybody knows them, it
Mm-hmm.
would, for me, like honestly, it'd be silly to think that they just can't go and get a whole bunch of men. Now, not talking about finding other rich people. They could just go, they can go anywhere and be like, hey, you want to be my boyfriend? Better
Yeah,
yet,
they could do that, but
they could. So
that don't mean husband. That mean boyfriend. Trust and believe.
these two ladies on a
Trust.
whole
No,
nother
no,
level.
hold on.
They're
And
on a whole nother level.
Paige will co-sign on this. Okay, she will. Paige know me in real life. I got my grandchildren on the 1st of July. I sent out a mass text. Club Coochie Booty is closed until further notice. So if
What?
you want to come and get it in, you better come on over here before my grandkids get here, because ain't
He didn't
nothing
send that
popping.
text to me. He didn't send it to me, y'all, just to clear the air. No, not to me. No, no.
No, I ain't sent it to her, and she paid. We be doggone on live streaming. Text message come through a phone call. What you doing? Baby, it's like 10 o'clock. You should have been calling at 9 o'clock to be here by 10 so we could be done by 11 and you could be making up your mind if you was going to spend the night, take a shower, or you was going home. Okay, it's too late. You don't call me after 9 p.m. because you got an itch that need to be scratched. 9 p.m. is the cutoff. I got rules. In Page, no, they be, okay, well, maybe if I, no, try again tomorrow.
How many you have on rotation?
About 6.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good.
And Paige knows the truth.
Yep.
And that's what I was talking about women
I'd
and
be on the
feminists.
phone with Paige here, knock at the door. I'd be like, hey, Paige, I got to go. You know, you got one of them on here. Oh, hey, Paige, I'm going to grab another beer. You want to tell them about what I burned rub on Charlene?
Oh yeah. Oh, that one
You
right
tell
there. I
that
think you
story because
did
they
that
might
on
not believe
live.
it's true if I tell it. You tell it, Paige, because she
So
know
this
it's
lady,
true.
this girl Charlene, right? I think old school trying to get with her when they were younger. So they ran back into each other at the store, right? So we on live stream, y'all. We are on live stream. All of a sudden, you know how you pay for your stuff, you go out the store. She comes up, she like, hey, ooh, ooh. Like she saw him, but she was like, hey, but then she saw what kind of car he got in. She got like all up on the car like she finna get in it and that man burnt rub on her. He said something to her before he burnt like real live young nigga burnt rubber. And the reason why he did that is because he said that she wasn't get him the time of day when they was, you know what I'm saying, in school and younger and in the hood or whatever. And now she want to give him the time of day now that that cat wore out and everybody done bust her back out. They older now, he don't want her.
Yeah.
What y'all think
And she
about
see,
this? What
and
y'all
she
think
see I
about
got
this?
it going all the way on. Not but I was Len the nerd before, right? I wasn't Leonard. I was Len the nerd. Now the nerd got it going on. And I had to screech
Yeah.
them tires on that Mercedes one good time. Skirt! And I tell you the exact words that Paige said to me. You ain't shit.
You ain't shit, man. You ain't shit. She was still talking when the tires was screeching. That what made me laugh.
But that's the thing as far as competing goes.
Wait, come back. Let's just be friends. Skirt! Like, bye,
Competition
Felicia.
What you was saying about
competition
competing,
happens
Queen?
in the dating process. Once a man or a woman in the dating process tells you that they would like to be exclusive and y'all move on to courtship, there's no competition at that point.
Mm.
I know. Well, I don't compete from the get-go gate. I am what I am.
That's why
I
I asked
tell them.
him. I said, would you compete? Would you step back? Or would you, you know what I'm saying? What else I say, y'all? I said something else.
Would
Or
you
would I
step
just
back
be
without
part of the
letting her know that
rotation?
you were interested?
Would I be part of the rotation? That was the
No,
last thing you said, Paige.
no.
Oh.
Would you step back without letting her know why you're stepping back?
No, that ain't our business why I'm leaving. I'm like, oh, okay, it's like that. I see you. and I'm on down the road. I don't owe anybody nothing.
See,
I don't owe
personally,
it.
I don't know if it's the Virgo in me. I like closure. I don't like doing that to people, and I don't like that being done to me. If I see a dude and we've been hanging out for, it's not we just met. We've been hanging out for a little bit, getting familiar. I don't know, in my spirit, I don't like ghosting people or being just like it takes a lot to me. It takes a lot of courage to sit there across my table or on the phone with somebody that you've spent time with, a nice amount of time with, and say, "Hey, listen here. Let me give you the reasons why I'm bouncing." And I want the same thing done to me. Tell me.
Don't think I'm ashamed to do that. I'm a Cancer. I'm a professional feeling herder. I hurt feelings for fun.
Oh, so you a Cancer? You a July Cancer or a June Cancer?
A June Cancer, and I will
I'm a
hurt
June
feelings
Cancer.
for
When's
fun.
your birthday?
6 months before Christmas. Do the math.
June the 25th?
Christmas is 25th, ain't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm June the 28th.
Okay, thing that made me mad, Michael Jackson died on my birthday. I was pissed. I'm like, all the days in the year, you had to die your ass on my birthday.
Yep. He
Son
sure
of a
did.
bitch. I'm mad as hell. But
Don't worry about it. Hell, me and
yeah,
Nicki
I know.
Minaj got the same damn birthday. You think I'm proud of that?
Ooh, Lord, fix it, Jesus. Well, she don't really count.
All this shit.
No, well, she don't really count. She's a coconut cutter, so she don't count.
Oh,
She's
okay.
not
All
FBA, so I don't
right.
even
What's
count
your
her.
name? A coconut cutter.
Oh, an Islander.
The same as a Wakandan.
Oh, okay.
Explain
Yeah.
the coconut cutter.
Oh, someone that comes to the United States from the islands, pretending that they're black, then they make some money, and all of a sudden they're Haitian, they're Bona Vista, they're whatever the island they from.
They be using their immigrant privilege.
Exactly. I'm like, you a coconut cutter. You're not FBA, Foundational Black America. Your family bloodline predates the Emancipation Proclamation. If your family don't predate the Emancipation Proclamation, you a fucking immigrant. Kamala Harris is an immigrant.
Facts.
Exactly. And I don't know why people keep calling her a black woman, because she ain't.
Is not at all.
When the last time you seen a black woman, her neck all stretched out up in here?
She a black woman. She a black woman.
Black
That
women
bitch
don't
ain't black.
doggone. Black women
That lady
skin don't
black,
do
and
all
y'all
that
know that lady
foolishness.
That
black.
woman
That
is
lady,
not
her
black.
nappy as hell up there.
That girl
And she
ain't
don't
black.
know what she talking about. She
She
black.
Indian. She is Indian. That bitch
Hey,
is not black.
hey, old school, explain this speech, because if we come together as women,
Oh,
we
did you
are
hear the
women.
last one she did?
Now, do that one that she just
Oh
did
my
before
goodness.
the last.
This woman said, we as Americans, we need to come together to get where we need to go where we need to be, to get there so we could come back and be where we need to be after we go where we need to go together.
Who
Wow.
the hell wrote that damn speech?
I'm
A
like, what did that woman
5-year-old.
just say?
Hey, Queen, that shit sound like I'm smoking weed trying to philosophize. No. Don't it,
Man,
Queen?
it's crazy. I want old school to repeat that, but hold on. Let me go down here by my husband so you can say this
Oh
shit
yeah,
again.
Man, that
let
is
your husband
so
hit. I know your husband heard
fucking
it. Are
funny.
Is
you
it
are you gonna take a shower, young man?
Me,
listen.
it sound like
Do
a
you have
third
your
grader wrote
deodorant?
that. Me,
Okay,
it sound like a
Go get your
third grader
deodorant.
wrote that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got deodorant. You going through puberty. You be funky. Go get your deodorant, young man. Huh? Well, you got to wait till your sister get out the bathroom. Well, as a matter of fact, no, take your shower and then put on deodorant after your sister get out the other bathroom. That's how we gonna work that. Boy, these kids, ooh, Lord, fix it, Jesus. I love them to death too. Them, and I only got 3 of them. I got 6 of them now. I just got these 3. Don't tell me you got shaving cream, because I know you ain't shaving. But Kamala said, what is that? a body spray. Is that my body spray? It better not be. Oh, all right, okay. It better not be mine. That boy, ooh. Well,
They ready for you. They ready for you to
Kamala
do the
say,
speech.
as Americans,
I can't help it.
as Americans, we gotta go where we need to go to get where we need to get there in order to come back to be where we need to be together.
Funny.
I know your
This
husband is
fucking
dying right
funny.
now.
It makes no sense whatsoever. Who wrote that speech? A fifth grader?
I know your husband is sitting here like, I know he playing. No, go on YouTube and type Kamala Harris speaks, and I bet you it come up. All those goofs she got. Like she said, the reversal of Roe versus Wade is indicative of Americans' history of owning bodies
Oh no,
by
she
not
ain't
letting
right.
women exercise their right to an abortion is comparative to slavery. Oh, yes, she did. I'm like,
Is
how you
somebody
gonna
smoking
connect?
crack in the White House? What is going
How you
on?
know? Well, shoot, Hunter Biden, yeah, it's crack in the White House. Remember, Hunter Biden was going to West Point Military Academy and got kicked out because they busted him with cocaine up in New York
Yeah.
on school grounds. He's supposed to have went to jail. Let the average doggone regular person go to doggone basic training at Fort wherever the hell, and they do a room inspection and find cocaine in their wall locker. They going to jail. They ain't gonna just get kicked out. So that's what we working with these days, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now I'm wondering, what does he have doggone I forgot her damn name, the worst mayor ever in Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottom. I don't know what they got her doing. And that was a whole other thing that tripped me out, because he got Kamala as a running mate. He got Ketanji as a senior court, whatever it is. Then he got Keisha Lance Bottoms for some position. I'm like, damn, KKK. Yeah, he's senile. He's senile. He's senile. How you gonna get 3 different people for positions and it's all KKK? I'm like, he's senile as hell.
What about that Ebenezer Bastard Church?
Oh my God, Paige. And you know I got that
We
video
call
on
them
you.
black folks church a bastard. The woman that was sitting behind him, the motherboard lady, she was looking like, oh my God, I know he does that same bastard.
And that video's on my page. He said, I went to the Ebenezer Bastard Church, and I'm like, what? Now, Paige wouldn't have believed it if I wouldn't have doggone put it on YouTube and she heard it. She was like, that man said the Ebenezer Bastard Church.
He said
It's on YouTube still right now, somewhere on one of my videos.
I'm voting for Trump.
The Ebenezer Bastard Church. And he did it when he was speaking at Morehouse and Spelman. And all I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, you so black and elitist that you gonna just bend over and take straight racism up the backside, huh? No grease, no towel, no mint on the
all them
pillow.
wedlock ass kids up in there.
Yeah. Locked up.
Right, my old Joe and his hoe. God,
Exactly. Jim Crow, Joe, and the hoe.
old Joe and his hoe again.
Mm-hmm.
Minnie, who you voted for, Minnie?
Oh God.
Vote
Don't
for.
tell.
I
Yeah,
didn't
who
vote
did
for
you vote?
anybody.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm saying I'm voting for Trump this next election. Come on with Trump.
Hell.
Like I told y'all, Trump made everybody, man, made me and everybody else get their shit together.
Exactly. I got a couple of MAGA hats, and I got a custom made black and yellow. Paige saw it. Fuck Black Lives Matter T-shirt.
Damn.
Damn sure did.
I just look at it like my husband look at it from this right here. When we was asking and writing and asking and trying to get business grants, you know what I'm saying, venture out. Obama wouldn't give us shit. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Nothing.
Trump
Trump
got in
got in
office.
office. Got
Y'all in
two
there with
businesses
two
now. It's
businesses.
over,
Huh?
man. It's over. Two of them are. Like, man, you
Two
mean to
businesses.
tell me? Oh, the
Talk to
paperwork was
him,
left
Paige.
sitting. We didn't get that. I done faxed it up there about 3 times. My plan, my proposal. We got the property. We got the lot. We're building. I need these contracts from the city. They won't let us dig. They won't let us do nothing. Well, that's because you got to go through a. Oh my God! Yeah. We had to go to the capital. We had to go to Nashville. We had to
See?
go to Nashville to get shit passed, and you know what I'm saying, get our permits, the right stuff. You know, it was sad. It was real sad, man. It was sad because it took 5 years. It took 5 years. Soon Trump got in office.
Oh, you're in the minority
Things are
community.
so. By that time, man. You just gotta work. You gotta work towards it. You really do. You gotta stay persistent.
Yeah, because when
Persistent.
Trump get in office and you're like, okay, we're trying to do this here, and then his guidelines were, wait a minute, this is an urban area, and a minority in the urban area is trying to establish a business, give them the money. Because I
Yeah.
have a program that's earmarked for minorities in those communities to build businesses within their community to employ their own and bring up our GDP. That's what Trump
Mm-hmm.
did. Trump wasn't
I'm telling
playing.
you.
See,
I'm
people
telling you.
say a lot of stuff that Trump said and tweeted, but Trump didn't mess with no poor people's money.
I'm telling you.
Well, y'all,
My husband working out.
I gotta go and handle my daughter
Oh, go
and
ahead, Minnie. Thanks for
go
having
handle
me
my
up.
stuff. So
Okay.
thank you so much, you guys, for being on here. The original topic, if anybody's tuning in right now, was single ladies stop settling for the triple D's. Go to the beginning of the video if you want to know what triple D's are. I have a book called The White Man's Whore on Amazon. Go to the search bar on Amazon, put White Man's Whore, put my name in, it'll pop straight up. What else? If you guys want to drop your link in the comment section, I'm gonna share this on Facebook and everything. If people want to go to your guys' pages and subscribe. And what else? And don't forget to subscribe to my page and like my page. And you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time.
Have a good
All
night.
righty. Make sure that this board is Mr. Puberty put on some deodorant talking about here's body spray. Body spray ain't gonna do nothing for them poison pits. They gonna learn. Granddaddy a punch in the throat. See,
Oh Lord.
he been trying to warn his little brother. It's like, Chris, you getting close to that line. Okay. So he removed himself from the whole demo. Cause my daughter called me. What King doing? I was like, Kingston is staying out the damn way. Oh, Christian is Christian is he's smelling himself, but he gonna smell that leather in a minute.
Yeah. Well, all right.
He
I'm
got
going.
he got one more thing to do. That's all.
We've
He
been on
got to
for
the
over
point.
2
One
hours.
more thing.
You
I
just
hear
have
that.
to go.
All right. Well, you
All
lovely
right.
ladies, y'all have a blessed
All right.
evening, night, tomorrow, and rest of the doggone year. I will get with y'all later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.